Good afternoon. Welcome to Current Affairs. India is a democratic country where the people's representatives are elected and where the people of the nation will come out to vote and elect our representatives. For that purpose, the Constitution has established a body called Election Commission, and the role of the Election Commission is to conduct the free, fair, and impartial elections. So this is what is happening in India for quite long period of time. For the first time in free India, in the year 1951 and 52, we have conducted the first general elections. Lok Sabha elections and assembly elections for all the states were conducted together for the first time during 1951 and 52. And periodically, under the provisions of the constitution, every 5 years we are conducting these general elections. That's the reason why Lok Sabha elections are held every 5 years and assembly elections are also held every 5 years. So this is a principle of democracy where the people are permitted to choose their elected representatives, expecting that the representatives will be governing the people very nicely and very happily. And if you look at India, so far we have conducted Lok Sabha elections for 16 times, meaning today this is the 16th Lok Sabha. Of course, there were midterm elections. As we all know in India, midterm elections are those elections which are conducted much before the completion of the term. And of course, in India, reasons are many. During our polity classes, I have explained you why the midterm elections are conducted. So far, five times midterm elections were conducted, and putting all of them together so far, 16 times the Lok Sabha elections have been conducted. So India has a huge experience. We know that ours is the largest democratic country in the world. So many people will come out to vote in the elections. But even today also, in order to come out and going for voting, there is an inherent fear in the people. The fear is maybe because of the violence that will take place, maybe somebody will attack, maybe booth capturing will take place, or other malpractices will take place. Apart from that one, people also have the fear that a fear of attack even after the results have been declared. Certain areas will be boycotted completely, and the government, rather the representative of that particular area, will never look into that area. I am not talking about the complete constituency. So this is all because it's happening because of the polling that is happening, and because of the method what we are following for conducting the this counting of these votes. This is what is happening. For example, see here, today we have a system called electronic voting machine system. Under this EVM system, so booth-wise, the so-called elections will happen, and the counting will also happen booth-wise. So that whether a political party got elected or defeated, that particular party will come to know what is our majority on on the poll both basis. So what exactly is happening here? Meaning is simple. I am not talking about the entire constituency. In entire constituency, a party may got elected. Maybe BJP, maybe Congress, maybe BSP or SP. It got elected from a particular constituency. But because we are going for the counting on booth basis, so it is becoming easy even for the political parties to know that in a particular booth, how many votes we got. The candidate might have got elected. Maybe in certain booths, what happens, he or she might have got less number of votes. So that itself is enough, and the people of that particular area, they are being victimized because after requesting you so many times, after giving you so many perks also, you have not voted for us and you have voted for somebody else. That's the reason why for the coming 5 years, we don't look at you and we don't take care of you. What is this happening? In India, we follow a system called secret ballot oath. Whatever the oaths we are exercising today, it is a secret ballot oath. I need not tell anyone to whom I have voted. So this is the right that has been given to me. I need not disclose. If I want to tell something to someone, again there is no objection. Clear. This is called this secrecy. This is called secrecy, and with this particular ballot of secrecy, I can protect myself. But when the votes are being counted in that particular booth, whether I have voted for a particular party or not, that is secondary. But in that particular area, if majority of votes are coming to some other party, then the problem will begin. The party which got less number of votes in that area, it will start victimizing the peoples, and the people will be intimidated. So this is what exactly is happening for a quite long period of time in India. Then what should be done? The only mechanism is that mix up all the votes, mix up all the votes from various poll booths, then count. Then you will not understand. Meaning is simple. So you have so many polling booths. Clear. The election commission for quite a long period of time, it has suggested that let the votes be get mixed up. At least 14 polling booths votes will be mixed up. Then we will go for the counting. So that what will happen, from each area who got the majority and the people voted for whom, these things will not come out. So that what is happening, you are trying to protect the so-called the dignity of the individual, and you are trying to protect the so-called an individual from getting victimized over a period of time. So this is in fact a very serious issue. But generally what is happening, once the elections are over, we forget about the elections. So because we are busy with some other activities. But unfortunately, this is creating a lot of problem to the poor people who are living in various parts. Practically they are experiencing this, and practically they are being neglected. So many times, so many politicians have been questioned by the media, but there are no answers. Everybody says that we are not victimizing anyone, we are not neglecting any area, but practically this is what is happening. That's the reason why the election commission has suggested for let's go for totalizer methods. Under this, what will happen is that the votes that are polled, meaning the EVM votes, electronic voting machine votes, that will be mixed up at least from places, 14 places, and then accordingly you will be going for the counting from each area to whom the people have voted in majority or minority. Those things will not come into the picture. And this is the suggestion that has been given by the election commission, wonderful one, but because of the negligence of the government, because of the non-acceptance from various political parties, it did not take any shape. But Supreme Court has interfered in this one, and very recently also on August 5th, the Supreme Court has given 8 weeks of time to the central government to respond onto this. Congress party is willing, some other political parties willing, BJP, which was not willing, now it is also willing. Meaning is simple, there is a necessity to change the system in the election rules, so that you will be introducing the concept of these totalizers, and a new method will come into picture when it comes to the so-called this counting of the votes is concerned. Ultimate aim is to protecting the individual from getting victimized, protecting an individual from getting intimidation. This is the most important criteria. Meaning is simple. Whenever I say I am living in a democratic country, that is not enough. My protection is also important, and it is the responsibility of the various agencies that are present in the country, so to protect the individual from various exploitations. So I don't want to live, the common people don't want to live under the pain or pressure or fears. So then only that is considered to be a real democracy. That's the reason why sometimes whenever these issues will come up, we'll say our democracy is getting mocked up. So democracy is a mockery. So these are the examples, and we are not finding any fault with the democracy. We are finding fault with few people so who are considered to be power mongers. Instead of serving for the people, right? So they are trying to victimize the people because in some areas people have not voted for them. It is clearly evident by looking at the counting process. That's the reason why this process should come to an end so that every individual should be protected. It's a wonderful idea. Now, finally, the latest issue is that the government also accepted and the political parties are also accepting for this. And this is a wonderful news. Probably in the nearest future from the coming elections, it has to be implemented. And finally, the Indian democratic system must be more protected, more strengthened. Do you agree with me if I say, if this concept is introduced, the voting percentage will also increase? If the totalizer concept is implemented, the voting percentage will also be increased, yes or no? And I'll say yes, because there is a complete protection now. People need not fear of all these intimidations. Obviously, what will happen? You're trying to strengthen the democratic system. Is that clear? The beauty of a democracy lies in that where the people have the right to express themselves. Right to vote is nothing but a right to expression. Am I clear? Of course, above all, what will happen is that you need to increase the awareness in the people. For that reason, every time we say that people should be educated. Even for that, even for people for getting educated, different agencies must come together, coordinate together, and work for the society. Then the education levels will increase, awareness levels will increase, knowledge will be increased, and people will enjoy the benefits that are being provided by the system. Then only that is considered to be the real democracy. Clear? We are proud to live in the largest democratic country in the world. But still, some loopholes are there, and it is a responsibility of the various agencies, including the governments, to strengthen this system. Before I go further, today, entire world is celebrating festivals. I'm extending my very warm wishes to you all. In India and across the world, whoever is celebrating this festival, Eid al-Adha. I'm sorry if my pronunciation is wrong. Right, so today is a festival, wonderful festival, and this festival is considered to be the festival of a sacrifice. And I wish everyone who is celebrating this festival a very happy festival. Thank you. Next, what I'll do is that we'll go ahead and I'll be showing you the document that is related to the totalizer and we'll discuss certain things. Clear? So this is the place where election commission came into picture, government has come into picture, parliamentary committee has come into the picture, and a law commission also come into the picture. Supreme Court also came into the picture to protect the individual. This is how they need to work. They should have done it long back, but because of the lethargy that is present in the government, this has not been done so far. But we are really hopeful now. Everything is going positively and in the right direction. So definitely a new change and a new system in the election process is going to happen, and our democracy is going to be more strengthened. Wonderful thing. Now, stay tuned. I'll be opening the document and let's look into those parts. Look at this. Totalizer. The law ministry is the administrative ministry for the election commission. The totalizer. Just a moment. I'll increase the size of these letters. Right. The totalizer prevents disclosure of voting pattern during counting to enhance voter secrecy. See, very important. Nobody will come to know, right? Until and unless it is very seriously done, nobody will come to know to which party or to which candidate I have voted for. No, that is not possible. Clear? Until and unless you develop some other system. But from my area, putting all the area together, right, taking the population, to whom majority of the people have voted will come to know. That is very, very easily. So this is the biggest disadvantage of counting system at present that is happening in India. Right? So now obviously the political party which got less number of votes from my area, obviously they will try to neglect my area. I don't want that. Right? And you are giving me the right to express myself, and we have expressed ourselves. And because of our expression, if you are getting problems, right? So, and what should I do for that? Am I not living in a democracy? Am I not being protected? The answer is that, so the political parties must give the answer for this. Is that okay? And for this reason, the totalizer will be the answers. Clear? Now, and if you are mixing up the votes from 14 different areas, 14 EVMs will be mixed up, then you will be going for the counting, and nobody will understand that's for whom, to which party the majority of the people from my area have voted. This is a wonderful thing. It needs to be implemented at the earliest. Look at this. Election Commission also received the backing from Law Commission. Now the government, along with opposition parties, are ready to take a decision on the same. And the Election Commission has approached the Law Ministry with a proposal to introduce totalizer mission for counting votes. This is the background. Initially, the government said to the Supreme Court that the view of the Law Commission would be sought on the use of the totalizer for counting votes, and the Law Commission, in its report, supported this. It is one of the electoral reforms in India. The Law Commission, in its report on electoral reforms submitted to the government, supported the use of the new machine. Wonderful, wonderful. The Law Commission recommended for the amendment to the conduct of election rules. Obviously, you need to amend the rules, and you need to give more powers to the Election Commission, so that Election Commission will be introducing the so-called the totalizers. It gives Election Commission the power to use, once after amending these rules, not now, after amending the rules, Election Commission will be given more powers to use totalizers for mixing of votes where it apprehends intimidation and victimization of electors in any constituency. Note, the current system revealed that the voting trends in each polling station leaves the voters in the vicinity open to harassment, intimidation, and post-election victimization. If it is happening, then what is the meaning of the democracy? Who will come and protect the democracy? Is it okay? Look at this. In 2008, what happened? Have a look at that. It was in the year 2008, for the first time, the Election Commission has approached the Law Ministry for the usage of the totalizer. This Election Commission said the results of the votes polled in a group of 14 EVMs, electronic voting machines, hence 14 polling stations will be putting together, would be calculated and announced together in a change from current practice of counting votes by each polling station. Hopefully, every one of you will also appreciate this. Although Election Commission's proposals were referred to a parliamentary committee in the year 2009, no action was taken. Next, in August 2014, the Election Commission approached the Law Ministry on this issue again. After the interference with the Supreme Court, right, finally it is going to be a reality. Right? So this is a part of the electoral reforms. And kindly look at, my dear friends, all of you who are writing the civil service examination or this, state level group 1 examination, if you get any question on electoral reforms, I wish you to write this. Clear? Apart from this, if you feel anything better, anything logical and rational, I request you to mention even that. Am I clear? Kindly remember, this is a part of our electoral reforms, and every reform, my public administration friends know the meaning of the word reform. Whenever I say reform, it's a change, and that change should be positive and it should not be negative. If I just say change, that may be towards a positive side or that may be towards a negative side. But whenever I use the word reform, that should enhance the system, that should strengthen the system. Clearly, that is called the reform, and this is a part of the electoral reforms in India. Right? Now, once again, for you, I am opening the document. Is it okay? Yes. And this is for your information only. You know these points. I covered these points in previous classes. Law Commission Chairman. Present Law Commission is the 21st Law Commission, as we know already. And the chairman is Justice B.S. Chauhan. Right? And this gentleman, he worked as the Supreme Court judge for almost, this 5 years. Right? And that's all for the day. Thank you so much for being with me this afternoon, and I wish you all a very, 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 very good luck. And once again, I am extending my warm wishes to everyone who is celebrating this festival. So this is really wonderful to know that the beauty of India lies in its secular attitude. So we give equal respect to all the religions. Really, really wonderful system. That's the reason why, irrespective of the religion, the festival season, the remaining, the people who belong to other religions will also take part and celebrate. And the people, because we are all the friends, so we go from one family to the other family, irrespective of the religion, and we share the beauty of the secularism. That is the reason why India is recognized as the best country. Here we have the cultural integrity, religious integrity, regional integrity, linguistic integrity. So many things are there. Clear. That is the reason why India is considered to be the so-called unity in diversity. Clear. There may be so many diversities, but still India is strong. It will continue to be strong, and forever, ever, ever, India is going to be strengthened further and further. The most beautiful thing regarding India. So obviously, so we are all proud to be Indians, right? And I wish you all the very, very best. Take very good care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next class. Till then, take care.